Hi everyone. So it's now in the morning and I just got up maybe like half an hour ago. I just kind of, I just got up recently, which is probably why I look like a wakey face. I'm just here in my dining room. Do you like my halo of sainthood? So you see, I am so perfect in every way that I've become a saint. I today am fasting. Okay, so what I wanted to talk to you guys about, I've been doing a lot of research on intermittent fasting. Well, I really don't want to explain this too much because I don't want to explain it wrong and then people get the wrong idea. So I always recommend that you do your own research. A short period of fasting where you basically don't eat anything. You can drink as much as you want, like fluid, like water. But that day you don't really eat very much. You eat something after a certain time. But basically intermittent fasting is when you fast for a short period of time and then you resume normal eating pattern. I am going to be doing it I'm going to try to do it every other day to start. If that's too much, I might do 2 days out of the week. On the fasting day, you eat one meal that's about 500 calories. So that's like a normal meal. And that's what you eat on the fasting day. So, I mean, that's like 500 calories in one day. That's not very much, right? And then the next day, you just eat a completely normal diet. So you ever eat how much you want. Like, you don't really have to watch what you're eating on that day. Like, you can, I mean, of course, if you're like have an eating disorder and you're stuffing yourself or binge eating, that's not what's meant. I'm going to try that because I want to lose about 2 to 3 kilograms that I've gained. And I don't know, it's just proving to be really difficult for me to lose those 2 or 3 kilograms. So this intermittent fasting, I'm going to try it rather than restricting calories every day, which is what you can do. Sort of the traditional model is just restricting calories on a daily basis, which for me is just really hard. I did try that for a while. I had like a calorie counter app and it just was taking all the fun out of food because everything that I ate, I had to put it on a scale. So I had to measure out how many oats I'm putting in. I had to measure all this stuff. And it was just like, it was a pain in the butt, first of all. For me, it just didn't really work. I tried it for about a week and a half and I gave up because I hated it. So this intermittent fasting, I've done a lot of research on it. And I don't want to get too much into it on here because I don't want to tell you the facts wrong. And like, I don't want you guys to think that this is some crazy crash diet because it's not. I don't recommend this kind of thing for people who do have an eating disorder. That can kind of, maybe it's going to lead into, maybe you're going to think, oh, I'm going to start intermittent fasting. Then you're fasting every day and you're like losing tons of weight and you're underweight. And that's obviously not the point of fasting at all. It's a controlled way of losing weight for a period of time. It's not meant to be done forever, obviously, which means you're reducing your calories overall per week, but it's only kind of a few days where it's going to be a little bit more difficult, and then the other days you can live as normally. When you think about where we came from as like Paleolithic man, it's kind of goes along with the paleo diet also. You know, like our ancestors, like early cavemen or whatever, they didn't always have a ready supply of food on hand. Food was scarce. So that's kind of how the human body has developed. And that, you know, when I was reading up on this, it totally made sense because the human body is designed to go without food for a certain amount of time. It's not like if you don't have food, you're going to die like the next day. Obviously, if you do take it to an extreme like bulimia or anorexia, then I'm not talking about that at all. I've heard that in the first like 10 days or so, it's the most difficult because you're dealing with sort of feeling hungry on those days, obviously, because you're just used to eating all the time. But then it kind of subsides. So then your body gets used to that rhythm of eating, of only getting, you know, not getting constant supply of food. I think now we have this kind of abundance of food always at the ready that that's the problem. We're overeating because we're eating sometimes because we're bored. We're eating sometimes because, you know, there's nothing else to do or just because it tastes good, but you're not really feeling hungry. And I'm still going to be doing my exercise. I'm still going to be doing, you know, the healthy eating on the other days. It's not like I'm going to pig out on the other days because anyway, I don't really eat like that anymore. I'm not advising this intermittent fasting for anyone. I'm not saying like, you got to do this. This is awesome. This is obviously something that's gonna work for me. Well, I'm gonna see if it works for me, but I'm gonna try it. And yeah, I'm just gonna drink a lot. I've got actually that herbal tea that I've prepared from yesterday. And then I am planning to go work out, but I'm gonna go work out about an hour before I eat my meal of the day. I can't work out and not eat after. That is not gonna work. So the best thing is if you work out on your fasting day is to work out about an hour before you're gonna have a meal, because right after you exercise, sometimes you're not hungry. You can kind of just, you know, take a shower, relax and stuff. And then like about an hour after, you get like ravenously hungry. So that's when you should have your meal, because if I were to exercise now and then an hour after that, I'm ravenously hungry and I can't eat until like, you know, 4 or 5 o'clock, that is not gonna work. That would just be torture. Right now, I'm just gonna be sitting in front of the computer editing videos. So, you know, it's not like I'm gonna need a ton of energy to do that anyway. I've started like working out my muscles more, like doing weights and stuff, like not bodybuilding, but you know, kind of going in that direction. And I look more flabby now because my muscles are starting to grow, but then there's kind of like the layer of fat still on top. And for me right now, I'm feeling like my muscles are getting bigger, but like my arm, like you can see, there's muscle underneath there, you know, if I'm doing that. But when I'm relaxed, it just looks kind of flabby, you know, because I've got the fat still on top. And it's like, it's really starting to bother me. Like, it's really, like, I like that I can see that now, but it also kind of looks a bit not, I don't know, it just doesn't look good. Checking in with y'all. So it's now 2 in the afternoon and I am video editing. So I'm doing today's video, which is a really cool food video. And by the time that this video goes up, it's already gonna be up on my main channel. So if you wanna see 5 awesome summer recipes, head over there. I'll have a link for it below. At this point, I am getting quite hungry. So right now I would probably eat something. Now I'm just having my iced tea, homemade, which is gonna be the recipe also in there. I showed a picture of this on my Instagram stream, Julia's Fit Diary, and a lot of you wanted to know how I make it. It's sugar-free, it's really refreshing, and it tastes really good. It's just a nice thing to have instead of just always drinking water. And that's gonna be in that video too that I've uploaded on my main channel. Hey guys, I'm just in the elevator and I'm just gonna go down to my car now because I'm going to the gym. It's about like 4:30. So as for my hunger level, I'm pretty hungry right now, I'm gonna admit. But I'm not like, I don't know, it's kind of weird because I'm not super hungry. I guess it's because I didn't do anything. Like, I didn't do much physical stuff. Like, you know, I was just sitting in front of the computer all day. What I'm gonna do, because today's like my first kind of intermittent fasting day, I'm going to not do like too crazy. I think I'm just gonna do like arms today, like arms and shoulders and upper back and stuff like that, like weights. Just because today is like the first day that I'm trying out this method, and so I don't wanna overdo things and then get like really, you know, exhausted or whatever. Can you tell it's pouring rain outside? I just got soaked on my way back to the car and it actually feels great because it's like a nice refreshing cool down. But I basically did arms and then I did this Smith machine. That was the first time that I tried that exercise. It's for your bum and your legs. I found that move on Instagram. I follow a bunch of fitness people on Instagram. And somebody posted a video of that and I was like, wow, that's such a good move. I've never seen anyone use the Smith machine in that way. So I tried it today and it's awesome. I'm definitely gonna do it again. It's a little bit tricky to do it the first time because it just feels a bit awkward. So now, actually, I don't even feel that tired or
well, I don't feel tired, but I also don't feel hungry. So I definitely didn't notice anything negative in the way of not eating. Like, I didn't feel like I couldn't do my workout. I felt just as energetic as before. So there wasn't any loss of performance. Once I started getting into the workout, I didn't even really notice that I hadn't eaten anything. So this working out on fasting definitely is fine. So no loss of performance in that way. I didn't do cardio though. The gym that I go to doesn't have any aircon, and it was just super hot in there. So the only place that I can really do cardio is either running through that forest in the summer or by going to the pool, going swimming, but I didn't really feel like going swimming today. I definitely will do it. I mean, I didn't really notice, like, I didn't notice that I was hungry, and now I'm not feeling hungry. It's like right after you work out, usually you don't feel hungry. It's more like an hour after. At least that's what it is for me. I'm gonna have my first meal, and it can be about 500 calories, which is about like a full meal. I mean, that's generally what an average, like, good healthy meal averages out to, is about 500 calories. I just got home. I'm on my patio, and there's a big thunderstorm. Ooh. And there's like thunder and lightning. Ooh, did you see that? All right, so this is my dinner right now. This is actually the stuff that I showed in my recent summer food video. So the 5 summer recipes. I've got a quinoa tabbouleh over here, and I've got the rest of that pasta salad. This is some smoked trout, which I really love. And then there's just one slice of like a whole grain bread on there. So yeah, just that is gonna be my dinner, and I can't wait to eat. I'm super hungry right now. It's now 11:30 around, and I'm just here in bed. Not yet sleeping. I'm just watching some TV and just chilling out a bit. And I just wanted to check in with you and say goodnight. And I didn't have anything else to eat. I didn't have any snacks or anything at all after that dinner, which I showed you. The dinner was really good. I was super hungry. It was like enough, you know? Like, I did work out today, and it was enough. Like, I mean, obviously that's not enough for every day, but if you just do that every other day or 2 times a week, the fasting, like, it's totally fine. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling tired, which is good. I like to feel tired when I go to bed, because sometimes on the days when I don't work out or I don't do a lot, I don't feel tired at night. Like, I feel energetic at night, and then it's really hard for me to get to sleep. So that's a really good side effect of doing exercise regularly, is having like a good sleeping pattern, because like my sleeping pattern used to be really screwed up. Like, I'd be awake until 5 o'clock in the morning, not being able to sleep and stuff. Like, I'd just be really insomniac. So I think regular exercise really helps with the sleeping. So if you're someone who has sleeping issues, like falling asleep or staying asleep, try exercise. It really works. It worked for me. Yeah, I'm gonna chill out and watch more TV. Bye, guys.